Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away to start. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. At the 35, he's got room. Off he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. 7-4-0. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, give the defense credit, because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. And the Gators are in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Grab near the sticks. It's Abrams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pulls it in. What a play there. He's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to get... Got a lot of running room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
To the air, it's Reed. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming out.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Got it behind the line. It's Keys. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Quick release on the RPO. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Off the RPO, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on the line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Running to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
They're going to ride this running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up, and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it over the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Gators headed quickly to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quarterback gets past the marker. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. The AT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quarterback will audible. Scanning the field, it's Glagway coming after him. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Trying to get to it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. To the air, it's Reed. Pressure coming. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down, maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half, an extra point away from a 7-point lead.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Lost one deep down the right side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Now the pitch. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Now on the move. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
To the air, it's Reed. Makes his connection.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Makes the grab. It's Owens. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The hand to the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Owens. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
35, Florida, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Daniels. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hawkins. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Gators in the hurry up. From the gun. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hawkins. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Texas A&M 35, Florida 21.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Quarterback checking off. Back to the air one more time. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this team tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Looking to scramble. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Lead in the enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab right along the sideline for the two-point conversion. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
With the catch, it's Hawkins. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 35 over Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in the...
He's got it, Allen. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when the plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Defensively, dude, I'm just thinking about so many things, and now you throw this in. Now you get the ball to a fast guy on the perimeter right away.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He'll throw one to his right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Lagway. This time he's got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Abrams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Gators are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. The Gators will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Here's the situation. First they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking for a huge play. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
What a momentum change in play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception. Now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. Timeout is called with just a single second left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. They stripped it out. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team's incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.